Good evening, class. Welcome to my webcast installment of Coming to America. Um, as many of you know, each and every year we have a lot of international students that come to SNHU, and they're only here for 4 years, maybe 6, maybe 8 years if they're going to a graduate program. So I'm tasked with this week's webcast of the top 3 American vacations that I feel are a must see, that you should definitely check out while you are here in the country to get a better understanding of, Americans, our history, our culture, our values, and all of the great little spots that we have to offer anybody who is not from this country, um, to give them a nice vacation and to also help educate them, and to learn more. That's what college is all about. You should definitely get out there and try to see some of these places that I'm about to discuss. The first one is, I'm sure you can recognize this place. This is something that all American children grow up fantasizing about. Each Christmas we hope that one day our parents will, tell us that we're going to go to Disneyland and meet Mickey Mouse and go to the Magic Kingdom. I have fond memories of these trips, and they're filled with excitement, joy, and they really pretty much encompass what it is to be an American child growing up here. And this is definitely something that I believe every family shoots to do. Maybe some are not as fortunate, but um, this place is basically reminiscent of my childhood. Uh, Disney, it's great because growing up as a child, you watch these movies with Mickey Mouse, you've watched these cartoons with Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse, and now when you're as a child, you go to this wonderful world where all this comes to reality, and it's just amazing. And I can't wait to take my kids there. Um, it's definitely a must see, I believe, in your American stops for vacations. It's become culturally sensitive over the years, especially Epcot Center. There you'll see a whole broad span of a cultural scale. You'll see that they have 12 to 14 different little parts of the Epcot park just designated to different countries, giving everyone a sense of understanding of how these different cultures and countries you live every day and what they eat and what their culture is and what they believe in. You can go to Epcot and you could find out all of this. It's a perfect example of globalization. It brings everything to one place. Um, I really believe everybody should go see Disneyland at least once in their lifetime. I've been there a few times. We have a trip set up with my 3-year-old coming up next year, and she is just so excited to go see it. It has everything. It has fun, rides, entertainment, all these theme parks. Even if you're a college age student, or someone that likes to have fun, there's bars, there's clubs, they now allow drinking, and there's college discounts. It's a great and can be affordable if you plan properly. But either way, it's a must see, and it's number one on my top 3 American vacations. Next is another spot that I'm very familiar with. This is the Hawaiian Islands. I think that this is such a target for people to go visit, and to put on their lists of places to go visit each year. I was fortunate enough to be, part of a family that was able to go to Hawaii almost each year for a solid, I'd say, 6 years, through junior high and high school. Um, it's the most beautiful place in the world. I went there on my honeymoon. There's so many things for a college age student to do. You have Maui with all the nightlife. You have all of the sights to see in the island of Kauai, where a lot of movies were filmed. Um, there's so many cool destinations to check out while you're there. Another one that is great to do if you're a young person like yourself, visiting, is the road to Hana. It's a long day trip that takes you on this long winding road. It's kind of exciting and adventurous, and it's kind of a thrill-seeking type trip. And any college student would find this very not only informative, entertaining, but also there's some history on the road as well that you'd like to understand more of the Hawaiian culture. Um, it's a melting pot as well. There's Polynesian culture, Samoan culture tied into it, as well as Japanese and Chinese, all tied into that one specific culture. You'll be educated on the many different types of foods from Polynesia, poi, and you can be able to see cultural functions and sites such as luau's and it's culture to dig a big hole in the sand and put a pig in the sand and cover it with seaweed, and that's how they roast their barbecue pig, and it's delicious. But most importantly, Hawaii is just so pretty, and there's just so much to do. I've only been to 3 of the islands and gotten so much done in the 6 years that I've gone there that I still need to go back more and more to get everything that I needed to get done out of the way. But it's definitely a cultural experience. You'll definitely see all of the different people and culture and food and religion, and it's a great place to visit. It's probably the most beautiful place in the world, and I can't wait to go back. So that's number 2 on my top 3 American vacation spots. And number 3 is coming in at a place that I have not visited yet, and this is Yosemite National Park in Wyoming. As a kid growing up, American kids growing up, we used to play not cops and robbers, but we used to play cowboys and Indians. And, I consider this place to be the setting for all of that. And I've always been, it's always intrigued me to go out there, and I've always planned as a college-age kid to pack my bag up and, do some camping out there. And there's wildlife, there's pretty sights, there's a lot of nature to watch. You can actually see the cultural scale in nature with the bears and the moose and the elk and the eagles. You could also see the amazing geysers go off, and it's just a really beautiful, beautiful place. And then there's also the cultural aspect of it. It was a big Native American Indian ground. They owned all that territory. It's where many battles were fought and won. The the Sioux Indians and the Cree and the Pawnee Indians all inhabited that area, and there's a lot of rich history to take in, and it's a part of our legend as Americans, the Wild West, and it's just one of the most prettiest places I've ever seen in my life. I don't know where else you can go see mountains, bears, lions, mountain lions, eagles, geysers. You can actually see some of the Grand Canyon if you go there. So there's a lot of history, there's a lot of culture, and it's great for a college student to go check out because it can be affordable, it's exciting, it's adventurous, and it's something that you can share through social media, through the pictures, through Twitter, Instagram. Basically living in this globalized world today, we can live through your vacation just by your pictures that you post. So 3 top spots to really think about while you're here at SNHU for only a selective few years, and who knows what's going to happen after that, if you're going to go back to your country or if you're going to stay here in America. But definitely these are the top 3 spots that I believe you should check out while you are here. And just wanted to sum this up by saying thank you very much. It's been a great class, and I look forward to seeing all your videos online. All right, thanks, bye.